Good afternoon and good morning. Welcome to Thursday's edition of Wake Up Call. The weekend is just about there. It is the 27th of May. Not only is the weekend just about here, the end of the month is just about here, going into June. Can you believe it? Well, my name is Craig Laird and I'm here with you Monday to Friday for an hour and a half. We get to preview. I say there is a way. We're going to introduce you to someone you've not seen for maybe a week or so, maybe a bit longer. And we get to preview as to what's coming up today on Crafters TV. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be having a look at what's coming along on the Craft Along. So the Fisher, she will be in the building by then, and she's got a fab Craft Along coming along if you want to take part. We'll go over that in a little bit more detail shortly. And then it is a cartload, but it's not any old cartload. The boss will also be in the building, and it's a Sarah Davies cartload. So can you imagine already the goodness that's going to be coming out of that show? Although what I will say as well, because it is live already in the morning, afternoon, the website that is, head across and always shop ahead. That's guaranteed to get the best deals into your basket, checked out and on their way to you. So do you know what I'm going to do? Is I'm not going to rabbit on even more. I will just say, although to everyone, happy Friends Reunion Day. It is here. Woohoo! It is here, and even here in the UK, it is on, you can actually watch it right now. I'm waiting until 8 p.m, like the rest of the country will be as well. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Talking about friends, I've got my other friend here with me today. I've not seen for a little wee while. It is Becky. Hiya, Becky.
Hi, my love. How are you?
I am doing good, thank you.
Which one of the friends would you be, do you think?
Funny enough, we were talking about this yesterday, myself and Joe, on Creative Cravings. I would be Monica.
Would you?
I would be Monica.
Yeah, actually, I can understand
what about you?
that. I feel like I'm a bit of a Phoebe.
I could, respectfully, I could see that.
Yeah, completely understand it. Completely. We have got so much coming up for you today on Crafters TV. Of course, we have got the Craft Along with the fish coming up, but we have also got to let you know a little bit more about how, if you love us, you can get voting for us and nominating us, if you so wish, for the Craft Awards. It's really easy to get involved. All you have to do is head on over to www. They don't do that anymore, why not? crafts-beautiful.com/awards. And the nominations are open, so you can go to these different categories and you can pick your winners or pick your nominations. So for example, you might go Designer of the Year, Sarah Davies, who's of course coming up later on. It is a Sarah treat tonight with the cartload. You could also vote for your most loved UK craft chain store. Of course, us here, Crafters Companion. You can vote for all of the ones that you see. It is UK based only, although if you were in the US, you could try. We just don't think it's counted. So do feel free to head on over and have a little look at that. We would love you to get social with us. Hey, as it is Friends Reunion Day, why not let us know which one you are and why? I went to the cinema last night. I want to know what the last film you watched is and what you're looking forward to, of course. So do feel free to get social, and you can do it in all of these ways at the bottom of your screen right here. We love hearing from you, so let us know what you are up to today and for the rest of your afternoon. We have got so much more to come for you, and Craig is going to let you know just a few of the added treats we've got today. What have you got over there, Craig?
So we have got a nice selection of things. What I'm going to say as well, all Gilding waxes back in stock. Heat resistant acetate back in stock. And the one you've been waiting for as well, Neenah Cardstock is back in stock. So when you go ahead and shop ahead on our website, do make sure you check these ones out, because we will be, at least with the Neenah anyway, and the Gilding wax, be using within the show. So here we go. Let's have a look to see what we are going to be focusing on Craft Along. That is with Debbie and Becky, Debbie Fisher that is. It's all about the Liftables. So the Liftables are absolutely genius concept within these ones here. So this is the Gemini Liftable Die Collection, $48.99 here in the UK. For you guys stateside, $69.75. You're getting all 6 sets here. However, within each set, you're getting a fair quantity. 13, you're getting 9, you're getting 11, 9, 4, and then you're getting 14 within these ones here. So what you're going to be doing is you're going to be saving over 15%. Everyone will be saving over 15%. However, if you are in Club Inspire, that does mean that you are going to be paying even less than that, depending on what tier you are when it comes to the Club Inspire. So do make sure that you check that one out. What we will do as well though, right now, before we move on to anything else, let's have a look at the shopping list that you're going to need so that you can craft along with Debbie. So if you want to do exactly what Debbie is going to be doing, you will need your liftable die set, the dragonflies, nesting die, stitched edge circles. You're going to need white stamping card. You're going to need your Knit Wet Blooming Grace collection, the paper pad, the card pad, and the die cut topper pad. Then additional items that you're going to need to create exactly what Debbie's doing. That is the Score Master, the guillotine, tape pen, tacky glue with a small top, and also some 3D foam pads. So if you're wanting to make exactly what Debbie's going to be doing, then that is the products that you're going to need. You are able to go onto Debbie's social media, Debbie Fisher CC, Instagram, Facebook, as well as Crafter's Companion. Check out that shopping list again before the actual show. But of course, as we always say when it comes to the craft along, you might want to make something completely different along the same lines as what Debbie's doing. Use whatever you like. That's just exactly what Debbie's going to be using. But then when it comes through the craft along, we're then coming into our craft kit. Now this is something that you guys have already loved already. For those that have already received this one, this is coming up in cartload. This is our penny slider craft kit here. Now within these ones here, what you're going to be doing is coming along within the cartload with Sarah and Becky. So you are going to be paying £20 or $20, really easy for that one to remember. And everyone, of course, within the Club Inspire, are you ready for this? If you've not already seen the screen, you are getting 100 extra bonus points. Woo! I know, Becky, 100 extra bonus points. That might even actually take you to the next level of Club Inspire, so that's a really good one. If you're new to our craft kits, we'll go over that just shortly within Wake Up Call. It gives you everything, other than adhesive, it gives you everything contained in the box to make penny sliders. You will also need a couple of pennies as well. I think you could manage that. If you're feeling flush, why not use some 5p's? It's up to you. We'll go for it later on in the show as well. But we're not even finished there when it comes to cartload. We're going to be having a look at our cut and emboss folder selection. It does exactly as it says in the title. It cuts and it embosses at the exact same time. So within these ones here, you're getting the candy cane, floral frames, open window, sunburst, and also the Be Happy. Everyone is going to be getting a saving of 40%. £38 here in the UK, $44 for you guys stateside. But as I say once again, Club Inspire, you're going to be paying even less than that. So the place that you need to go to get them into your basket is crafterscompanion.co.uk.com or .eu. So, you know, although we say pounds and dollars, you guys in Central Europe with the euros, you are not excluded whatsoever. Always have a look as well when you're on the website. Go to the top level and go down to all the bits that are the pull downs. That means you can see any new items, you can see downloads, you can see lots of different things when it comes to the website. Do get ahead, certainly when it comes to cartload, because it is a humongous cartload with Becky and Sarah. I know Becky is beyond excited about being on with Sarah later on. So as you can tell, she really is excited. So I tell you what, let's go straight across to Becky right now while I go and get myself sorted for the first demo.
I am so looking forward to this because I've not done a cartload before. So yeah, I have got sweets and chocolates and goodies. And speaking of goodies, let me bring to you now the Get It, Got It Good. This is a real treat and a half for you. I would say, especially if you are setting out into the world of card making. Take a little look at this. So for this Get It, Got It Good, we are bringing you the Gemini Junior Complete Collection. We all know what it's like. You need to stock up on your plates. You're getting 2 clear plates, a plastic shim, a magnetic shim, metal cutting plate, your rubber embossing mat, and a storage bag as well. We always need to top up on those, so it's a great time to do it because it's such a bargain. We have got loads of you already getting in touch, which is so wonderful. Do keep those messages coming in. What are people saying, lovely Craig?
Rightio, Becky, let's go through.
Wow, talking and drinking at the same time. It's like ventriloquist.
I know. Magic. Yeah, so we've already got comments coming through. Big shout out to Taylor, who's our social media guru for this afternoon. Afternoon, Taylor. And we've got Sandra. She's saying, hello everyone, greetings from Belgium. We've got another Sandra saying, hi Craig, Becky, CTV crew and crafty friends. Well, we've got George Square in the gallery today. So, good afternoon, Georgina.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, George.
Afternoon, everyone.
There you go. So they are in the building. They are high as a kite as well, as this is their last day for a couple of days off as well. So you can tell it's going to be a fun day, that is for sure. Georgianne is saying good morning, Craig and Becky from Clearwater, Florida. Karen Wells is saying good morning from Kentucky. Jay is saying good afternoon, Craig, Rebecca and everyone. Then we've got Laura on YouTube saying, already got my order in and the courier has 2 of my parcels due to be delivered today. Now, do you know something? See, literally before we went live, it's not crafty parcels. I may have had a little shopping spree on the UK's QVC the other day.
You're right.
And the parcels have just arrived. So I know that feeling as well. And saying that, I've got quite a few crafty parcels coming along. They're coming tomorrow, Becky. I don't know why I get paid because my money just goes back into buying the products.
Yeah, you may as well. Yeah, you may as well.
They're coming tomorrow. They're coming tomorrow, and I'll need to go and put an even another order in with the Neenah, now that that's back in stock as well. So that's later on. A few more before we get comment in. Mayor Kay on Facebook is saying, good morning all. Received my portable craft room yesterday. It's huge. I can certainly fill it, but have just been staring at it. Oh, I get that. I get that. See, this is where Monica comes into play. I like organisation, and I like everything neat, I like everything tidy. I do have that one cupboard. Genuinely, I call it Monica's cupboard because it's the one where I just ram everything in. So my friends, not that they'll be watching, but they would laugh because they say Craig does call it Monica's cupboard. Gilmore on YouTube saying, love all those size options in the nesting dies. Yeah, really good when it comes to the nesting dies that Debbie's going to be using. And last, but by no means least for now anyway, Meave is saying, good morning everyone from beautiful sunny Dublin, Ireland.
Oh,
well, good
Dublin.
Morning, good afternoon to everyone. My mum loves Dublin, her and her friend. I've never been. Like to go one day, but I have never been. Heard a lot of lovely things about it. So if you don't mind, Maeve, if you could maybe just bring some of that sunshine across to us. It's coming.
Yeah, it is. It's on its way.
But we just need a little bit of a helping hand. What do you think, Becky?
Yeah, bring the sunshine and maybe a Guinness. Might be quite nice as well.
Yeah.
I have got to show you a little sneak peek of the Sarah Cartload treat. Now, if you haven't watched our Cartloads before, basically it is fabulous deals. I mean next level deals. The special thing is when it's a Sarah Day, is not only do you get an extra hour of creativity with us, but also you get mystery bags. Now, I have been told that I am under no circumstances allowed to show you everything that is in this bag. So let me just let you know that you are going to be, normally if you were to buy it individually, spending over £100 or over $130. But today, and it is today, and it's whilst we're here, and it's whilst you've got the moment, you're going to be getting over £100 worth of product for 30 quid. That's it, £30. It is a huge discount. Now, I have been specifically told that the last time we brought this to you, we showed loads of the elements within it, and then boom, it sold so quickly that actually by the time it came to the cartload in the evening, there was like a handful left. So I am not allowed to show you, the word was sort of, you're not allowed to show the contents. It was pluralized. So I figure if I just show you one or two things, okay, I'll just show just one or two. I mean, come on. I mean, it's live. What's going to happen? I have got for you in here a wonderful make your own creation die, and oh, actually, let me show you this. Oh, I love this one. Let me show you this one as well. Okay, so I have got for you here your make your own sentiment standout. And stand out from the crowd with the home design, and also you've got the die cutter with the butterflies and the wonderful florals. Now these two here by themselves should be costing you £30 anyway. So actually you've got all of this in here, but that is not all you're going to be getting in the bag. I'm not allowed to show you, but surely I'm allowed to mention card blanks. Is that embossing folder? Another one. Ooh, oh my gosh, I've not seen that die before. Oh, perfect for paper piecing. I've got stamp. I've got sentiment, I've got everlasting love. Oh, I don't know if I'm meant to name these, too late. I have got for you, oh, I've got an edgeable. I'm being told I'm not meant to. I've got edgeables in here, and I've got more stamps as well. Oh, perfect for weddings and anniversaries, little ones. I have got absolutely oodles in here. But as I say, you're gonna basically buy these two things, and the rest of it is gonna cost you £0, 0 pence, nada, nout, nothing, zero. So you have got a fabulous opportunity. That is mystery bag one. Remember, I've only shown you 2 products, but I have given you strong hints on the others. Okay, shall we have a little look at mystery bag 2? And I will just to make this really clear, if you buy mystery bag 1 twice, you will get the same thing each time, because they are duplicates. So it's great if you did want to maybe get one for yourself and get one for your friend. But you can, if you want to treat yourself to more bargains, get mystery bag 2 as well as 1. So this one I'm bringing to you is slightly more expensive originally, but we're bringing it to you at the same great price, £30 or $30. Don't forget, if you are platinum or gold on our membership, you will get that added discount. So let me just, I showed you 2 of the last, so I actually think it'd be rude if I didn't show you 2 of these, wouldn't it? Surely. Yeah, surely. Okay, let me show you. Let's go for this. Oh, this is a pretty one. Okay, so I'm bringing to you your wonderful Rose Bloom. This is so pretty, and I can imagine this for so many wonderful events, especially with summer around the corner. Oh my gosh, look at his little face. Oh, I've not seen this one before. Is your polar bear? Sorry, that's the voice I do when I speak to my dog, who I do call a polar bear. Yeah, you're getting the polar bear die, and look at the gorgeous little character you can make with him. I've not seen this one before. So these 2 here, looking at my list, they should cost you nearly £32. So those 2 by themselves would actually cost you more than this whole bag will, and you've got loads more in here. So I've got some frames. Oh, I've not seen that one before either. A create a card with a big star of wonder. I've got for you embossing. I've got you stamps. I've got more. I've got a golden retriever. Is it a golden retriever? It could be any dog, I suppose. But don't forget, if you order more I haven't actually looked in these. Oh, that's a pop-up one. Oh my gosh, I could so imagine that. Okay, yeah, all right. You've got absolutely oodles in here. If you do want to see it all, don't forget, I'm going to show all of it to you in Cartload. You don't know how tempting it is to show them all now, but I won't. We have got the opportunity for you to grab them. So if you want a massive saving, let me just let you know, you're going to buy this bag, which is mystery bag 2, and you're going to buy mystery bag 1. Should be costing you over £205 to get both, but actually to get both it'll only be £60 today. And don't forget, it is duplicate. Even better if you're in the club as well. I cannot wait to show you more of those goodies. But for now, I think it's time that we get crafty. What do you reckon? Yeah, let's do it. What are we going to be making, Craig?
Right, we are going to be having a look at the Liftables. So these have not that long launched. So let's show you some finished samples first of all. Now this little square, this is going to give you the concept of the Liftables. So you have got these stars here. Now they are just dies. However, what happens is there's tiny little connector bits within the die that enables them to stay in place. But then what happens is you pull up or lift up the actual outline part of the die, and then you can then start to make boxes or top for your boxes. You can start to make them for your cards as well. Maybe you want to then use these aperture bits, Becky. They come out as well, so keep a hold of those stars because you could use them elsewhere. But if you do them straight onto your card, then brilliant. But then what about doing things like your concept cards that you can start to use? Because the dies are actually relatively small. So when it comes to these heart ones, we'll show you them in a minute because that's what we're going to demo with. And you get a variety of different sizes in them. And then, you know, you can do all your bigger cards. Now this one being the butterfly. So when it comes to the, dragonfly, there we go. Looking at the wrong way around.
Him.
So the body die cuts in, but what happens, Becky, is the wings pop out like that one. So they pop out, so you can then even have them onto acetate, you know, so have an acetate or vellum on the backs of them. But then this is where you can use them so that they're on top of a box lid if you want. And although that we've used black on the back of this one, and also the one I showed you before, it could be acetate, or you might want to create your own hollow aperture underneath, so it's see-through as well. But then what about shadow boxes? Now something like this, you would pop a battery operated tea light inside, but this one is with the fairy, and the fairy wings are absolutely gorgeous. That the body die cuts out, but then keep a hold of the body, do little bits of paper piecing, and then start to have a play with all the different ways, all the different styles that you can then be creating. So that's just a smidgen as to what you're going to need. This is, if you've just tuned in, this is going to be part of Debbie's craft along, the Liftables. So what I'm going to do before we start die cutting, let's show you the actual dies themselves. So this is how the hearts look. So you've got a multitude of different hearts within these ones here. I'm just checking my packaging because it's cut off the quantity. So what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 dies within these ones here. So a variety of different sizes, smaller, medium, and then large ones. So as I say, for instance, this one here, you've got the outline die, but what happens is there's no inner die connection. So that enables it to stay into your card, and you pull up the edges of the hearts. So what we're going to do is we are going to do it into a box. So let's do one of the layers first of all, top layers, to show you in its simple form. We'll get there in the end. I would say I've only got one more day to go, Becky, but I'm in on all Saturday as well.
Oh, yeah.
So I just need to keep going that little bit longer. I'm actually looking forward to being in on Saturday because it's been a while since I've done a weekend.
Oh, that's nice. And then you're not until Monday?
And then Monday, yep.
Lush.
Not until Monday again. Whereas I always say we'll come back and we'll do it all over again for the new week. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this, let's take it to number 10 so that I can get a guide as to where I'm going to line it up. So here we go, and now all that I'm doing at the moment is simply lining these ones up. I'm using the 3 larger ones. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the 4, let's do 2 of the next size, and then let's do 2 of this size, and then we'll do 2 of the other size, and I'm going to have them so that they're just popping out of the side of this aperture, and then we can run it through our die cutting machine.
I love those littler ones. I think they look so nice in that. They're so dainty, aren't they?
They are. And it's kind of a 2-for, as I was explaining a minute ago with the stars. So for instance, the love hearts here, you've got little hearts, or it depends on the size of the die that you're using, hearts that die cut out. So keep a hold of them. And what I'm going to do with this finished project that you'll see is use the die cut hearts as actual embellishments. And if you've got really small stamps, you can even stamp onto some of them as well.
Oh, lovely.
Now I'm using my large Gemini for this one because the box lid that I'm going to do is quite a large size piece of cardstock, so this is why I need my larger platform. But as this this piece of cardstock is small, I could have used my Gemini Junior plates and ran that one through my Gemini.
Brilliant.
Lots of you tuning in this morning / afternoon all over the globe. Loads.
I've just seen this one from Lisa Jones saying, "Hi Craig and Becky, watching today from the passenger seat as we travel through Chester on the way to, what is it, Abigail? Abigail for the afternoon." Abigail. Oh, yeah, well, I live in Chester, so Lisa, are you stopping off? Are you having a little walk around the race course? You having some food, looking at the walls?
Oh, they've got
gorgeous day.
The race course, don't they? I forgot about that.
They do indeed, yep. That is the race course where the term GGs, as in horses, came from.
Is it?
Yeah, and apparently it's like the oldest race course in the UK.
I'm sure I've heard that before, the oldest race course.
Yeah. It's a great place if you've not been. I feel like I work for the tourist company. I don't.
It's another place that I've heard, like Dublin, that's really nice.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
But just never been. Never been at all. Now here, the hearts have die cut out.
Oh,
so now all that I'm going to do is I'm going to lift them. So if I go from up above, you can see how the outline of the hearts have die cut out. And then this is where you've got all these little hearts that have popped out as well that you could be using elsewhere in your crafting.
That's fab.
So what I'm going to do with this one, Becky, is I'm going to back this onto this pattern paper that I've got. Then I've got a box lid. So this cardstock is 8 by 10 inches and I have scored at 1.5 inches all the way around. On the lid side, I've done the same on the base.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the lid, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a few of these hearts on the side panels. Ooh. And then run them through the Gemini.
Oh, lovely idea. That's really nice.
Something a little bit different.
Yeah, I like
to be
that.
able to get a bit creative with them.
Lots more of you in. Hello to Laura saying blue skies and sun here in central Scotland.
So jealous. So jealous.
You're quite near where you and your family are. You're quite near to the coast, aren't you, Craig, when you're in Scotland?
Yeah, yep. And I've got, I'm saying we've got the River Tay right on our doorstep.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So yeah.
Do you normally get a bit of good weather?
Not in Scotland.
No,
okay.
yeah, that's why I was thinking.
Yeah.
I was like, oh wow,
No,
blue skies.
we're lucky if we get, one day. We're lucky if we get 2 days together.
Yeah.
We might get a few days and it's all spread out, yeah.
I love that.
It's funny how that happens with the weather back home.
Yeah.
You get one good day, everyone runs out, they get the deck chairs, they get the barbecue out, all ready for the next day, and it's chucking a rain.
It's really Is it one of those where it's like, sort of 11 degrees, so it is still quite cold, but everyone braves it in the shorts?
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's
I like
exactly
that.
what it's like.
Yeah, I like that.
And then you get, like me, now that I live here, there'll be days where it's, relatively cold.
Yeah.
But to me, it's actually quite mild and warm.
Yes.
People
Yeah.
are going around with their big thick jumpers and that on, and I'm like, it's actually quite mild for me. I'm used to cold back home, but.
I love the idea of it being sort of, midwinter and everyone's there in the thermals and you're just there in a tank top.
I wouldn't go that far. Yeah. Not tank top, yeah. No, you don't want to see that. You don't want to see that at all. But yeah, just my t-shirts and that, and my shorts.
Are we talking above the knee or below the knee shorts?
Oh, below the knee.
Is it?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, just below the knee.
Right. A knee skimmer.
A what?
A knee skimmer.
Knee skimmer?
Yeah.
Never heard of that.
Skimming the knee, yeah.
Ah, makes sense, I suppose, yeah.
The
Never
type
heard
of one that if you did want to flash a bit more knee, you just have to bend the leg.
Can't say I've tried that.
Well, wait till summer.
Wait till summertime, exactly. Summertime will be here soon.
Oh,
So
not
start
long.
bending the knee.
We've got lovely Wendy in saying, oh my goodness, the Sarah Signature Garden Party launched on Monday, arrived here yesterday, and it is fabulous. I can't wait to join in with the craft along today too. Blimey, that's fast, isn't it?
That's
Launched
really
on Monday.
quick.
It's only a Thursday, that's fabulous. Oh my goodness, have fun with that. And yeah, I'm looking forward to the craft along as well. I do love a craft along.
I'm going to give you a little bit of a tease as well right now.
Ooh.
I've got a craft along
Right.
on Monday.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pop it onto my social media. I'll wait till after Debbie's done her craft along, but I'm going to pop it on social media to ask, want some of you to join in. Come in and join live and get crafting along with myself, and it's Joan on Monday. Myself and Joe. So it'd be good if you come and you can get Skyped in, Zoomed in, whatever the technology
it.
is nowadays.
Yeah.
But that would be so good. It is the Aperture Stamp and Dies, so that would be good, if you can do that. So keep an eye out on my Facebook as well as my Instagram. Give you the email address for you to contact the gallery and just say, yes, want to be part of the craft along. You'd have so much fun, I promise you.
Fab.
It's nice to be able to do the craft along, isn't it?
Yeah, it's lovely. Really nice.
Now what I've done here, Beck, instead of going through all 4 edges, do you know what? Let's do this now. George is on the ball. So here we go. If you want to be part of my craft along this coming Monday, I just need you to just pop an email to crafterstvguest@crafterscompanion.co.uk. Just give us a name. Obviously your email address will be there already for the team, and just say that you'd love to be part of the craft along. So it would be so good if we could, even if we got a couple people that would love to do it. But there we go, Crafters TV guest, crafterscompanion.co.uk, and it would be so good that we can all craft together on Monday. Nice way to spend that one, I would say. So yeah, so instead of going through all 4 edges, this is what I've done on the left-hand side, and then I would do the same top and bottom, and then also on the opposite side, Becky, which gives me this look here. And then I'm going to bring in the base. It's all about the base, as Megan Trainor would say. All about the base. And I've taken some strips of cardstock. I'm going to attach these ones there. So then what happens is once we assemble this in a moment, when you lift the lid of the box on and off, you're actually going to see the cardstock shining through as well. Another bit different take on leveling up your layers of your boxes and liftables. So layering them up. We've gone for nice green colours within these ones today. Bright, sunshiny. Actually gone for a bit of teal myself today.
Yeah, you have. Very colour coordinated.
Well, yesterday I had pink on, because we'll wear pink on a Wednesday.
Yeah, brilliant film.
Oh, it's so good that you get that.
Oh, yeah. It's one of my most watched films, I would say.
Is it?
Probably.
It's been a while since I've watched it. In case anyone is not tuned in the last couple of days on a Wednesday, it's from Mean Girls, isn't it?
It is indeed.
They like to wear pink on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
It's one of those now that I've done it that often, well, every Wednesday, that I'm scared in case I forget. You know, it's like one of those.
Oh, yeah.
Not that anything's going to happen to me, you know, if I don't, but it's that used to wearing pink every single Wednesday that I need to remember that.
Do you think that if you forgot to wear pink on a Wednesday, you'd be confused all day thinking it was a Tuesday?
I think I would. I think I would, yeah. You know, if you've got days of the week socks and it's actually Tuesday, and in actual fact you're wearing Wednesdays or something like that. Not that I do have days of the week socks, but...
Well, that's your Christmas secret Santa sorted.
Well, I always get socks, so yeah. Maybe this year I can go up a level and get some socks with days of the week on them.
I love that idea.
If my mum's watching, there you go, there's an idea for you. So all that I'm doing now is creating the lid of this box in the exact same way, Becky, as I would do with any other box lid. The only difference is I've already cut this aperture into place.
Fab.
So cut these ones in here. Is it just today you're here, Becky, or tomorrow?
No, I'm just here today, and then I'm back with you on the 30th and the bank holiday Monday 31st as well.
Oh, so it's you on Monday, not Joe.
It's me on Monday.
It's you on Monday.
We've got a craft along.
We've got craft along,
Craft along.
That's
exciting.
Craft along, yeah. Here's me saying it was Joe, and it's not, it's yourself.
It's all right, I'm kind of like Joe, just a bit shorter and with
more
less
prettier.
facial hair.
Yeah.
Slightly less.
Not that I'm saying Joe's not pretty, but you're more prettier than Joe.
He's more of a handsome young chap, isn't he?
He is looking so well lately, Joe is.
What were you discussing yesterday, Georgina? Joe's sassiness.
Yeah, he had a lot of sass yesterday.
Did he?
A lot of sass,
Did
yeah.
he?
I think it was that mixture of caffeine, tiredness, fake Friday, days off coming.
Right.
So yeah, he was well excited.
Was he?
Absolutely buzzing he was. And yeah, he was giving Georgina a lot of sass.
Was he?
And I shouldn't stand here and laugh, but I was, because it was quite hilarious.
I like that, supporting friends, you're just like me. There's loads of people messaging in again. I like this one. Penguin says, I love a mystery bag. The lucky dips are fun too. Just spotted those on the website, lol. I may have to put an order in already. Oops! no self-control. And we have got those coming up for you on the Sarah Cartload. We've got a mystery bag 1 and 2, so do head over and shop ahead on those. And yes, we do have the Lucky Dip as well, which I myself love, because I don't know what it is, I always love the kind of mystery of it, the excitement of it. I think it's fab. So they are on the way for you as well.
And the thing is with that, although yes, it's a mystery bag, I'm just looking for my tacky glue while we finish this one off, Becky.
That's a real mystery.
That is a real mystery. Do you know what it was? It's because yesterday we had this totally Tiffany bag that I've got on the show. So I was showing mine, but I thought I had to give it a little bit of a sort and a tidy, didn't look like I was just a messy pup. But I can't actually find it now, so I'll use my big container. So I said that for a reason. What was I way to say?
You were talking about the Lucky Dips.
Yes, that's what I was about to say. Now, yes, it's a mystery and it's a lucky dip. The one thing we can always guarantee is the value that you get from us at Crafters Companion in the mystery bags is simply phenomenal.
Agreed.
Always guaranteed to get a really good bargain when it comes to the mystery bags. Finishing it off, I'm putting a couple of little dots of glue onto my hand. I'm going to pop them here. Let's just do one more in the bottom corner. Actually, it's just two more, a bit more pleasing on the eye. And with this heart here, the biggest aperture heart that die cuts out, I've stamped a little hello stamp into the middle here. And that's all that I'm going to do with this one. Let's do a white heart down into the bottom here. And then we've used our liftable dies to create the top focal point of the box, but then we've even done it so that you can see on the side how
so
it is
nice.
Then shining through. But if I take the lid off, you see you've got
brilliant.
the aperture bit, and then close it again, you've got the cardstock shining through. But you can see how you've got that working in the top. You've got the liftable hearts here, but of course you could do it with the stars or the fairies if you want, as well as the other designs that we've got. So those ones here, the liftable die collection, 60 elements in total. These are the ones that, or the set anyway, that Debbie's going to be doing her craft along with. So this is where you're getting all 6 sets, but you've got a variety of quantities within each one. $48.99 here in the UK, $69.75 for you guys stateside. Everyone is getting that saving on the screen right now. Of course, if you're in Club Inspire, you will be paying even less than that. That saving that you're getting actually works out at over 15%. So such a fun one. And the good thing, because each die is loose, you can go as big. Do you know what I was thinking earlier on, Becky? Is if you've got the Pro, Gemini Pro, you imagine the huge big size of liftable home decors that you can do using the hues. Lots of different options when you use them.
It's brilliant. This is, I love that box. I can imagine something really special being inside that, can't you? We have got that coming up for you with the craft along in a little bit. If you are brand new, hiya, nice to meet you. My name's Becky. We've got the lovely Craig over here with us. The reason I'm introducing myself if you are new is because you may well have stumbled upon us and think, okay, these things look really cool. What's that machine that's being used? What are these different things and what are die cutters? Well, let me let you know that today at 3 o'clock UK time, set your alarms, we will be doing a craft along right here. And that means that we will show you in-depth demonstrations. If you are brand new, there are some things that you are going to need, and the tool I'm about to bring to you is perfect for beginners. So you saw how the wonderful Craig there showed us those listable dies, and he cut them out with a die cutter. This is the mini version of our die cutter. All you have to do is pop on your dies, using the handle, and you will get perfect precision cut shapes and liftables and whatever you use, borders, every single time. Today for you should be nearly £43. It's actually only $29.99 or $62 down to $44.95. It is a fabulous tool, and it comes with the wonderful free storage bag as well. So that is what you can get your hands on, and we will show you a little bit more of that later on, as I say, 3 o'clock UK time. So do feel free to tune into that. We have got loads more treats coming up for you as well. I have got Cartload coming up for you this evening. It starts at 7 o'clock UK time tonight. And this is something that I know we have been so looking forward to. Sold out for you a while ago. and it is back in stock today. So you've got your beautiful acetate here. Acetate, wonderfully clear. You can see it in many different craft shops, to be totally honest, but not when it's heat resistant. This is something that is quite specialist. This is something you can't just find in all of your local craft shops. And it is something that whenever we have it on, it's always so popular that it really does just shimmy away. What is it that you love about the heat resistant acetate, please, Craig?
With having that acetate, it enables you to then take your acetate crafting further and beyond, because then what you can start to do is you can do your heat embossing onto your acetate as well. So whether you're doing stamping using background stamps, images, whatever it is, you can do heat embossing onto them. Now what you can also do, because it's heat resistant acetate, it means you can use it on the foil press too. Now you can use normal acetate onto our foil press. That acetate will sometimes buckle, which isn't an issue. You just use heavier weight adhesive to hold it down. However, with the heat resistant, it doesn't. It gives you that nice smooth foiling. So whether it's foiling, of course, whether it is heat embossing, anything where you are doing heating, you're then able to use that acetate and start to use that and incorporate that into your crafts.
It's a wonderful treat for you to be able to get it in such a big bundle, as it was a sellout recently. 36 sheets in total, and today $7.98 or $11.98. That is a massive saving of over 30% for you. So stock up on those and grab them for your personalised gifts. I've not only got that, I have got the big one. I have got the item that 9 times out of 10, if there is a craft expert over there and you go, what are you using there? What are you using for those alcohol stamps, painting, etc.? 9 times out of 10, it's these. The Neenah cardstock is back! Not only are they are back in big quantities. 48 sheets here and a massive discount. It is £7.98 for you. It's $11.98, and you've got a saving of over 30% here. This, Craig, is the one that honestly 9 times out of 10 our craft expert will work with it. What is it about it that makes it so versatile?
First of all, Becky, that's ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. Something that we never ever have to reduce the price of. We never ever have to do that. But we are doing it. Not only are we doing it today, we're giving you 3 packs, which gives you the 48 sheets, as Becky says, but you're still also getting 30% off of that. And you're still being in Club Inspire, going to be paying even less than that, even more. It is just ridiculous. But this is when you are going to be using this one for your alcohol colouring. So whether it is our tri-blends, whether of course it's our classics or illustrators, you might have other brands of alcohol markers at home, then this is the perfect cardstock for you to be using. It's Neenah, it's all about the way it's been manufactured, it's the way it does and helps do the blending, do the shading. It just loves the connection with the alcohol ink. It's a perfect cardstock to do your alcohol colouring with.
You are going to need it, and multi-buy if you have the opportunity, or if you're running low. All you have to do is head on over to our website, of course, and check it out on there. Let me bring you another multi-pack, if I may, and this time it's all about your watercolour card. Now, this watercolour card is fantastic if you've never worked with it before. It is created so that it can be saturated in water quite heavily, and it does not buckle, it will not wrinkle as much as your normal cards would. It's even great when you're using it with certain glues, because sometimes if you've ever put glue onto the back of a piece of paper and it goes a bit wrinkly when it's drying, this will not do that anywhere near as much. You can use this with watercolour paint, you can use it with watercolour pencils, watercolour stamps, anything that involves water really. It's great as well if you're doing mixed media pieces. Today I am bringing you not 1 pack, not 2 packs, but 3 packs of these, and it's also with over 30% saving. This is the best time to stock up on the things that we use. You know, there's some elements that we love here at Crafters Companion because you only buy them once and then you've got them for life. These you're going to need to stock up on, so treat yourself right here, right now. Whilst you are checking out your baskets, and I would say do check them out, especially on the mystery bags, because we're already getting lower in stock on some of those. How about we find out a little bit more about our US shipping?
had to make some changes to our shipping charges and we want to keep you informed. With continued pressure on domestic shipments around mainland US, we've had to temporarily increase the cost of our regular 6 to 10 working day standard shipping service from $9.99 to $12.95 and our free shipping threshold from $100 to $125. We also have some really great news to tell you. We've introduced a brand new shipping service called Express Delivery. This is a fully tracked door-to-door service which takes 3 to 7 working days and costs $19.95. This option means you'll get your crafty goodies in your hands sooner, meaning less waiting and more crafting. We're also upgrading delivery services for our Gold and Platinum Club Inspire members who will now receive priority delivery on all of their orders. And if that wasn't enough, we've upgraded these orders to our new Express 3 to 7 day service. Your patience and understanding throughout this very busy time has been amazing. So we'd just like to say a huge thank you and we look forward to chatting to you again very soon.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
So that is what you need to know for now about the shipping and how you're getting involved with us. If you have just tuned in, hey up, it's Wake Up Call with the lovely Craig. I'm here as well. And we have had so many treats already for you. One thing I do want to let you know is we've checked on the Neenah cardstock and it has been popular. So if you do want to seize the moment, you absolutely can. We did show you earlier on with the lovely Craig the penny sliders kit. Now this kit has 195 elements within it. You can see that huge discount on screen. And this really is pretty much everything you need to get crafting and making. And we are going to be crafting and making with the wonderful Craig. You're a fan of these, aren't you, Craig?
I am. I'm a huge fan of all these craft kits and an unbelievably bigger fan when it comes to these penny sliders here. So this is the sort of thing that you could be making. As you said, Becky, you've got everything within in the box to be making your project. So all that you would need to add is some adhesive and a couple of pennies or cents or 5p if you're feeling even more flush.
Woo! Money
you
bags.
Can absolutely do that, Mr. Moneybags. Yes. And then you've got them so they do the penny slider. So you've got 3 characters and you've got the worker. So you can do lots of different angles and designs when it comes to the slider that we can see here. So you've got the cute little mouse. Then what you've got is you have got the unicorn.
I love
let's
this one.
get this one swirling as well. Come on, Mr. or Mrs. Unicorn. Here we go. Let's go. Come on. There we go. Give her a helping hand.
I reckon she's just had her breakfast. She's feeling a little bit sleepy.
Just a wee bit sleepy.
She has got her eyes closed, actually.
She has actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I feel after a big Sunday roast.
Oh, it's been a while since I've had one of them. One of my favourite Sunday roasts.
Ooh.
Now look at that again at a different angle here. All of these have been stamped onto Neenah cardstock because they've been coloured using alcohol pens. So you've got the unicorn and you've got the little dolphin as well. How cute is that?
I love the dolphin.
So cute. But what you can do with these, Becky, is although you've got 3 characters here, if you've got any other characters or small stamps from things like your peekaboo stamp set, maybe your twirling characters, anything that's, you know, a sizable stamp, or dye, you can then start to incorporate that. You maybe want to make a funky card for a friend or that, and you want to just cut out, a picture of their face or something, and then you can do it so they're twirling up and about. There's so many things that you can do. It's just so much fun. Can you imagine that? I know.
I love that idea. Oh, that'd be a card that they would keep for sure.
It would, wouldn't it?
Definitely.
It would. They would love. I would think that they would love that. That's for sure.
It depends which picture you use of them.
That's very
true.
honest. Very true. So what I'm going to do with this one, we're going to use our tri-blend. So I'm going to use our alcohol-proof noir ink. Now, just to pick up on a question that Mary on Facebook has asked, she says, what type of ink would you use to heat emboss onto acetate? So what I would do is I would be using our watermark ink pad and embossing powders. So it wouldn't be a natural ink I would stamp onto. It would be, when I say not an actual ink, it's a clear ink. It's a sticky ink, and then I'd go on with my embossing powders, stuff like that. So that's what I would do when it comes to acetate, heat-proof acetate that Mary is asking. But of course, if you're doing heat-proof, or if you're doing embossing powders onto acetate, you can still do it onto your Neenah card, you can do it onto white smooth cardstock. The cardstock that you use purely determines on whether you are doing watercolouring, whether you're doing alcohol colouring. Other than that, you can do heat embossing onto any cardstock. So what I'm going to do is we've taken our little dolphin. So I'm going to go in with my turquoise blend, and let's do a little bit of colouring and blending before we move on to the next part of this super, super fun card.
If you coloured it in black and white, could you make it into an orca, do you think?
I think you could.
Yeah.
Turn it into Shamu.
Yeah, or,
Yeah.
what was his name off of Free Willy?
Oh, yeah.
He had a name, didn't he?
He did.
Was
Willy.
it Willy? How did they come up with these titles of film? Was that his name?
Go figure, eh? Who would have thought?
I've completely forgotten that. How odd. What was the name of the dolphin in Flipper?
Oh, did it?
Was it Flipper?
Was it Flipper?
I don't know.
Oh, I'm with you there,
there must
Becky.
be some animal films that aren't the names of the... What about Black Beauty? Was the horse... He was called Black Beauty, wasn't he? I'm going to have to think about this. Flipper is the dolphin name, apparently. What about the kangaroo in Skippy the Bush Kangaroo? I know that one. What about the dog in Lassie? Oh, this is going... Yeah, can you think of any, Craig, that aren't? There must be some.
There's got to be some, hasn't there?
Yeah, message in if you can think of any that aren't the titles. There must be some.
Cujo.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cujo. You never seen
Have
Cujo?
you never seen that?
It's a horror. It's not a nice...
Oh, no, it's brutal.
Not a nice... Well, me and Becky weren't necessarily on about cute animals. We were just on about names of dogs that are in the title of the film.
Animals in the title, yeah. I tell you what I went to see last night. I went to see Mortal Kombat at the cinema. And the reason I'm talking about that is because brutal. The budget on that for fake blood must have been massive.
Was it a lot?
Oh, it was. I mean, I'm a complete wuss with that sort of thing. Oh yeah, completely. Like I have to hide behind the cushion watching EastEnders sometimes. But yeah, no, the budget on that. Oh, it was gory.
It's funny you saying that because I am like Debbie Fisher an absolute lover of all things horror.
Yeah.
And anything with the blood and all that sort of stuff, I love. Can I get my blood taken without watching? No, I can't.
Really?
I can't watch. Yeah.
Oh, really?
I can, like, say, watch all these films. I adore Grey's Anatomy, but to watch my blood get done, no,
you can't do it. How odd.
Can't do it. So it's funny how you can be like that, isn't it? How things change. But that was good that you went to the cinema because that's the next thing that I would love to do, hopefully very soon now that it's open.
Fingers crossed.
So we can go into here.
I've got a question for you. Valerie is saying, I have Neenah and stamping cardstock. Are they basically the same?
So it's to do with the properties within the cardstock. So as we've said over the last week or so, when we've not had Neenah cardstock in stock, you can use white smooth stamping card for your alcohol colouring. You are better with the Neenah because, again, it's to do with the cardstock, the fibres, the property, the way that it's been basically like in some ways bound together.
Yeah.
However, what I would say is your Neenah's best for your alcohol colouring, and then your stamping, white smooth stamping card is best for doing things like your quick dry stamping when it comes to your layering stamps or that. If you don't have Neenah, don't worry about it, don't stress about it. You can use your white smooth stamping card. You'll still get a lovely, lovely layout and effect, but to get the best of the best, I would use our Neenah and keep your white smooth stamping card to doing your blending and your layering of your stamps.
And that Neenah cardstock is at the bottom of your screen right now. Usual price, nearly £12 or nearly $18. Today though, £7.98 or $11.98. So if you do want to seize the moment on that, absolutely do. And don't forget, it's more coming up on Cartload later with the lovely Sarah today.
It really is a jam-packed day today, isn't it?
Oh, aye, it's all going on.
I seen your Insta story, was it this morning or last night, how you were buzzing to be on, because this is your first cartload, isn't it?
Yeah, I've never done a cartload
Never
before.
done a cartload.
What should I expect?
Need well, because you like your high heels, don't you?
Yeah.
Have you brought trainers with you
I have
today?
brought trainers.
Good. Because even if you've got no intentions to wear them, I bet you do end up wearing them.
Right, okay. Good tip.
Yeah, it is
Good tip.
action-packed. If you think that film last night was action-packed,
This is
wait until you come
more.
to Cartload. Yeah.
Oh, I'm excited.
So it is. It's a lot of fun. Cartload is my favourite show out of them all.
Is it?
Absolutely love it. And very good point, Georgina. If you have got any sweeties, anything like that to keep you going, hide them from Sarah.
Right, okay. And I've brought in 4 chocolate bars and a Easter egg.
An Easter egg?
Yeah, I've still got an Easter egg knocking about. I found it before, so
hide it from Sarah.
Hide them. Okay, good tip.
Hide
Thank
them.
you. Or offer them out once I've stuffed my face. Okay, another good tip. Thank you.
Take what you want and then offer them out. Absolutely, best way to do it.
I've got a question in for you, Craig, from Lisa, saying, Craig, how long does it take for pigment ink to dry before colouring, please?
So pigment ink, if you're going to colour with pigment ink, what you're going to have to do is, if you leave it to dry naturally, it's going to take quite a while. Pigment ink, what you would tend to do to make it really quick is go over the top with embossing powder, because pigment ink is basically the same as your translucent clear. The only difference is there's colour in it. It stays wet and it stays juicy. So to colour into, I would, well, I'm just trying to think, so if you were to colour, so if you're colouring having used the pigment, so I'm presuming then obviously you would be doing a pigment that's a darker colour, a black or a grey or something like that. What I would do, if you've maybe only got pigment, go over it with some black embossing powder or any colour, heat set it, then colour in. Otherwise, yeah, the pigment, because it stays wet and juicy, what will happen is your alcohol colour will just start to wash it out. So you can use it, but pop some embossing powder over the top.
That's perfect, thank you. I love this scene you're making.
So created a little scene. What I should have shown you first of all, although that I've created that scene here, what you've got is this worker die here. Now what that does is you can then pop it wherever you like onto your piece of cardstock. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come along down into here, and it doesn't matter that I'm going to overlap into the seaweed here. We're going to leave it as it is. And what I'm also going to do while we come along, well actually, I'll tell you what we'll do, because we've got so much we want to demo. This is it once we have stamped it all out.
Yeah.
And then using our orange blend and our earth brown blend with some of the true blue, I've coloured in the little scene here.
That's cute.
Gone around with a little bit of ocean blue water reactive. So at this point, what I'm going to do is come in with that worker die. I'm going to go at a bit of an angle for this one. And then what we can do is we can come along, we're going to run it through our Gemini. If you are doing real thin cards, Becky, these will all go through your Gemini Mini or your Gemini Go.
Perfect.
So it just depends on the cardstock that you're using, size of cardstock that you're using. If you maybe want to make really thin penny sliders, maybe you want to use the characters on their own, they're going to go through the Gemini Mini, no problem whatsoever.
And don't forget, we've got that coming up for you later. You can shop ahead for it now. So this is great, actually, if you are brand new.
It is. It's brand new or a gift for someone that is just getting into crafting because you have got everything. I would go onto our website. I'm just having a look at my little list here. We have got some adhesives as well, not necessarily on this show, but you go on our website, you're going to find lots of different adhesives. So you get this box, you've got card blanks, you've got papers, you've got everything. All you need is some adhesive and anything to colour with, really.
Because I have got the Totally Tiffany budgie bag with adhesive collection as well, which is double points at the moment, actually. So maybe you could use some of those, couldn't you? I will show you that a bit more later.
That's right, yeah.
That could be a good one. If you're new again, stock up on the different types of glue.
Imagine actually
Wow.
getting that budgie bag with the
Yeah.
adhesives in it and also the craft kit box. You know, that would be really good for a beginner.
Yeah.
Be
and you're
really
sorted.
good, especially with that price here. And of course, you know, if you are a lover of Crafters Companion, which you all are, you yourself, although you're going to be giving it out as a gift, you yourself are the one that's going to get the 100 extra bonus points.
Yeah, it's fab. Oh, I love that.
It's a win-win.
Yeah, and as well with this one that I will bring to you now, it is double points because it's Totally Tiffany. We've got double points on Totally Tiffany until Friday. So you're going to get the bag. You're also going to be getting your different types of glue in here. So you've got all-purpose glue, you've got transparent, you've got 80 of your odorless 3D glue as well in here. You're getting 2 of each of these. You're getting the permanent tape and the extra strong tape as well. All of that you're getting in here. And as you can see, bargainacious price on your screen. You're saving 30%, but also you are getting double points on the Totally Tiffany. So it's well worth a grab, especially as the bag itself, which is the Karen bag. It's one of the ones that has the larger layers, so it's really popular. So if you do fancy it, info's on your screen right now, because it's a good one to start with
Perfect. So what I've done here is I have gone round with my foam on a roll. Now, unlike shaker cards, you don't need to make sure it's right up to the edges, only enough that you've got that so you've got good depth to the actual worker cardstock. Then what we're going to do is I'm going to bring in a couple of pennies here. We're going to bring in our dolphin. Now, traditionally, when it comes to making your penny sliders at home over the years, you would use, I'm trying to see if I've got any at hand. I might, here we go. You would tend to use your traditional 5 by 5 millimeter square foam pads. That's how you would do it over the years. However, what you can do now, because we've got larger foam pads, I've taken one of our square foam pads here. Now you can either freehand cut all the way around, creating your own circle. It doesn't need to be exact. Or what you can also do, so many of you have got this floral bouquet die that originally come with the Gemini Go, and then it's appeared in previous mystery bags over the years as well, over the last year or so. So many of you have got this one. So if you do, what I've been using is there's the largest circle, here's the second largest circle here. So I have been using this one, so I'm going to pop my die over the top, making sure I've got it in the right place. I'm then going to take my low tack tape to secure this, and then we're going to run it through, and we're going to die cut a perfect little circle using our Gemini. And I'm using the Junior, but even although the Mini is a folder base, you can still cut your foam pads exactly like I'm doing here with the die using the Mini, no problem whatsoever.
That's fab.
So if we take this one away now, so I'm going to peel it away. So we're left with our circle foam pad. And don't bin this foam pad because you can still use it. You know, no one's going to see the little aperture circle within the middle.
Yeah.
So now that we've got all of these bits together, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this one upside down to start with. Let's bring in our circle. We're going to peel off the backing. We're going to pop this into the middle of our penny. Then what I'm going to do now, so I'm going to go, let's go that way. I'm going to take this one off, and then I'm going to go in with another penny straight over the top and press. Now that gives us our slider.
Lovely.
Then what I can do is come along with our dolphin, and what I'm going to do is for this one, I'm going to use red liner tape, or what you could do is use either your hot glue or your Collal glue gel. Collal glue gel, you would just need to give it, I would give it at least half an hour so that you can play with it yourself. Although what you would then do, if you're going to be giving it or sending it to someone, what you would do is leave it overnight so that it dries securely.
Great.
But if I pop that one on, we've now got our penny slider. So all that I need to do now is come along, take the backing off, and if you want to be more precise, what to do is the foam on a roll. This is the thicker foam on a roll that we've got. So you get all depth within our foam on a roll set. So just so you know, I'm using the thicker one, and the square foam pad I've used slightly thinner. So the foam on a roll is 4mm, and the actual foam pad I used is 3mm. And what that does is that just enables the base to be lifted higher up than what the penny is going to be once it's flush against your cardstock. And the card and paper I've used here comes within the craft kit box. Same with the sentiment, you've got a few of them. Wishing you oceans of joy.
Oh, that's
Let's pop this one off. So taking these bits off, layering it up onto our card, and then what we can do is let's come along into here, press it into place, and we've now got
I love
our worker. We've got our penny slider with the dolphin working away.
Oh,
how cool is that?
I love it. Craig, thank you so much. That
You're
is
welcome.
so joyous. I love it. A little bit of a reminder that if you do want to seize the moment on that, you're getting the 100 bonus points. Speaking of reminders, we've had loads of people messaging in, including Claire and Sue, about the mystery bags. Plenty of you already saying you've got yours. Let me just briefly remind you that you're getting the crafters bag. Should be over £100 today, though it's only £30. And I have been told now that I've shown you two things, I am not allowed to show you any others, but I will repeat the two that I've shown you. For this one, we have got, I'm showing you these two. You are guaranteed to get these in your mystery bag. These are the only two I'm allowed to show you till cartload. And I will just let you know that these two together are the cost of the entire price you're paying. So £30, $40, yep, that's how much these cost. All the other things in the bag, including this wonderful set of cardstock with envelopes, stamps, I've got embossing folders, I've got edgeables in here. Oh, hang on, I've not seen that embossing folder before. Oh, I'm not allowed to say anything about that, but if you like peacocks, we have got for you loads of treats and goodies in that bag, £30 or $40. And just as a reminder, if you do purchase more than one, then you will get duplicates. So it's lovely if you do want gifts, etc. So that is mystery bag one. Mystery bag one, we've got decent stock of. That's a lie, we had decent stock of, plenty of you already checking out on that. I've also got mystery bag 2, and I will let you know that there isn't any copies of elements that are in here. So if you buy mystery bag 1 and mystery bag 2, you will not get any of the same things, but if you buy more than one of the same, then you will. We're bringing to you mystery bag 2 now, and this one I have to say is an epic saving. Especially if you love your little polar bears and if you love your posies as well. Now these two together are £32 worth of stock, but I've actually got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 other parcels in here. But as you know, a parcel can contain, for example, that set of stamps there has got 9 stamps in it. So there's absolutely oodles you're getting in here. I can't help but give you little snippets. We're bringing to you over £105 worth of goodies for just £30. So seize the moment as you will. Do you fancy, as I've mentioned, we have got some embossing folders in here. Do you fancy having a little embossing folder demo? Go on then. I'm with you, Craig.
Go for it, Becky. Let's have a look at these cut and emboss folders. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the, let's go for, would you believe it? They've got all the ones apart from the one I was going to use. Isn't that typical?
Yeah, it is.
We got,
Go on.
Becky, can we go across to you just for a moment?
Yeah, go ahead.
And then what I'll do is I'll run across to the other side.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me bring to you your Pebbio Gilding waxes. They are here. Should I bring them to you? Oh no, we've got them in shop. There we go. I have got for you a big deal here. First off, all of the colours are in stock. That hardly ever happens. We normally have like 2 or 3 of them. No, that all of the colours are in stock. So we could just go, here, great, have them and spend the normal price. Not today. We're giving you nearly £20 or over $25 saving. These waxes are wonderful. If you've not worked with them before, they give you the most incredible sheen. Can you see that there? It's beautiful, isn't it? Let me give you the colours, if I may. I'm bringing to you the pink gold, or rose gold, if you'd rather. Your in gold, sorry. I've got for you your antique gold as well. I've got your traditional gold. I'm bringing to you your Renaissance gold, and I've got your silver as well there. So all of these together at the best ever price. And the lovely thing is, when you try these out, you can sort of play with them and really get the most out of that embossed look. So do seize the moment on those ones, especially if you've missed out of any of the colours in the past. Have you found what you were looking for?
What I was looking for, I have got it, so we're ready to go. So we're going to use the one that's called Candy Cane, but you know it can of course be any other ones. So I'm going to use a piece of our green cardstock from our 12 by 12 bright bundle. And what I've done is already cut it to 5 by 7. So I'm going to position it into my folder. And as this is a cut and emboss folder, what we need, Becky, is only need our 2 cutting plates from our Gemini. But what I like to do in many instances with our embossing folders is I like to include my metal shim, and it just gives your embossing that little bit of an extra oomph when it comes to pushing it through.
So it makes it a little bit more wibbly.
It does.
Wibbly?
It really, really does. So we have got, we've got Kaz on YouTube, just carrying on from the question she asked about the pigment. Craig, following on from the question regarding the pigment inks, do you have to use embossing powders, or can you heat dry without embossing powder? And can you use a hair dryer, or do you have to use a heat tool? So don't use a hair dryer. You'll need a heat tool. But what it is, it's obviously, it goes back when you were on about using alcohol inks. So even then, if you were to heat set it, because it's pigment, even once it's dry, your alcohol inks will still pull the colour out. So if you're wanting to do colouring, when it comes to use our alcohol-proof ink pad to be able to do that.
That's a good tip. Thank you for that one.
You're very welcome.
We've got Aisha in saying, great deal on the waxes. We've got Tracy saying, my penny slider kit has just arrived to my house. Oh, you're going to be crafting away with that. I hope you are. Oh, I love when the gilding wax goes on. This is one of my favourites.
It's so addictive to do, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is.
Every chance you get it, you try and add gilding wax. Perfect for your embossing folders.
How much pressure are you putting on that, Craig?
Very, very little. I'm keeping my finger pretty much flat against my glass mat. And like many things, Becky, you know, you can always add, but you can't take off.
Yeah.
So I'm going on light, and then what will happen is then we can build up that intensity of the gold. This one I am using the Empire Gold.
Empire.
But we're just going to use it with our finger. We're going to go over the top, and we're picking out some of these kind of like chevron rays that are coming within the embossing.
I really like this gold. It's proper sort of 18 karat gold, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It's real gold.
Yes.
You know, I know that one of the names of the other one is
ingot, isn't it?
Is it real gold or something like that?
Gold.
It's got a slightly different tone than the Empire Gold. But yeah, it's kind of like your real. It's what you would say gold is, wouldn't you?
Yes, definitely. Yeah.
So that's all that I'm going to do within these, but you can add more if you so wish. So what we can then do, talking about heat embossing, let's bring in this panel that came within the middle. So we're going to go in here. Now on, it's either Cartload or it's Craftalo. I'm not sure which one it is, but you've got the sentiment fonts that are on the show.
Right.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use special and friend. And seeing we are celebrating Friends Reunion Day,
Indeed.
let's go in with special friend. And then I'm going to line this up into my stamping platform. And then for this one, I'm going to use white embossing powder. So I'm going to use our watermark ink pad. I'm going to get that nice and juicy onto my stamp. And I'm going to go over into my card. Look at that, I've got a bit of gilding wax on it already. Let's go in and then we can press. Alternatively, what you could do, instead of using your translucent clear, this is where your opaque pigment ink pads will come into place. If you want to use them instead of the translucent clear, sprinkle some embossing powder over the top. So now you can't see that, but we've got, you can just see it's a bit of a watermark, hence the name. So let's come in, I've got a little bit of scrap here. Oh, let's be careful and pick this one up. We're going to go over the top. I'm going to pick out the special friend.
It's magic.
And then we've got the powder. And then what I'm going to do now, I could have gone beforehand with the anti-static bag, but for time and speed, I've not. I'm going to use a brush, take some of that excess powder away. I'd spend a little bit more time with the finished detail all the way around, but let's pop this into here. And then what I'm going to do is bring my heat tool in and we're going to melt it. It's white, there's not a lot, so it's not going to take long whatsoever to do the melting. Get this to as hot as it can go, and then we can go in over the top. Soon as it melts, we're working our way along, and then we're going to start again at the side as it melts. Work our way along, and then that's it. That's all that we're doing.
Fab.
Come back in with some more of the gilding wax, and all that I'm doing for this one is instead of rubbing my finger into the card, I'm kind of washing away with my finger around the edge, and then we're going to do the last couple. And then we'll just start to assemble this one, Becky.
That looks great that you've got the gilding wax on that bit too, because it kind of ties it all in, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. And it's a nice way to use it instead of mats and layers with your cardstock.
Yeah.
Maybe you want to keep the layers quite minimal, although I have got a couple of layers here good to go, but on this one, I'm not going to do any matting and layering. So it just means it's all done for you.
Lovely.
And it's then going to go into the middle. I've taken a piece of our white. No, we've not. It's funny looking white. Taking some of our red texture and some of our, it's kind of like a rose gold glitter. And we're going to layer all these two components together, and that will be this one.
That's beautiful. And this is a lovely thing, you can really make them pop, can't you?
You can, you absolutely can. And nothing's stopping you as well. You might want to mix a bit of Empire Gold with Renaissance if you want to. So you can absolutely mix and match the colours. And of course, when it comes to the gilding wax, the Pebble gilding wax, it is absolutely brilliant for home decor, upcycling, chest of drawers, woods, anything like that. You would absolutely be able to use these for.
You can have fun with that. Loads of you in. Hello to Claire saying, loving the show today, Craig and Becky.
Thank you.
I've ordered both mystery bags, the penny slider kit, watercolor card and the Neenah card. Oops, I can't resist a mystery bag or the brilliant offers. You are definitely not alone there, lovely Claire. I know that I'm stocking up on my Neenah as well when I get a chance. Thank you for messaging that in. We've got Marine saying, my penny slider is on its way and I can't wait to try it out. I think you're going to have a lot of fun with that. Thank you for that one again. We've got Jerry in saying, good morning all. Just checking in from Southern Maryland. Nice. Is that where they make the cookies?
I don't know. I don't
Maryland
know.
cookies?
Maryland
Maybe.
cookies that we have here.
Maybe. Today's weather is sunny and highs of 70. Always good to start my day with CCTV.
I love to hear that. Love hearing things like that.
70 is obviously in Fahrenheit. What is that in Celsius?
Oh, I know nothing about
Yeah, no, I'm rubbish
temperature,
with
so-
that. I can tell you what, 21 degrees Celsius approximately is 70, but high 70s.
Yeah,
you're
I
going
just
up.
stick my arm out the door and go, yep, it's warm. Oh, it's wet, it's raining.
I love that.
That's all that I'm doing, Becky.
Oh, that looks great.
That's all that I'm doing, nothing more, because even then, when it comes to these aperture bits of the red, that also gives you an accent of your matte layer on the back there. But special friend, using the embossing folder to see more of these ones coming up in Cartload with Becky and Sarah. The Gemini cut and emboss folder, 5 of them in total, £38 here in the UK, $44 for you guys stateside.
I love it, Craig. Thank you for showing us that. Really lovely unisex card, isn't it? I have got some more elements that would be great to add in your Calumet, so let me show you what I've got here. Hunky Dory, anyone? This coming up in the Sarah Cartload. And we have got your tags, as you can see here. Let me show you some of these themes from the fabulous Hunky Dory. All of the great things about this is you've got that really vintage feel. Have you got anyone in your family who kind of loves the Victoriana theme, the kind of person in your family who maybe loves the gilded theme, then you've definitely got it here. In fact, this with the Pebbio, that's almost the same colour. Ooh, nice little pair in there. So you're getting all of those tags, as I've said. You're also going to be getting the luxury inserts. So you've got lots of different types here, as you can see, they're all matching. And you've got the papers as well. Let me just show you of the Everlasting Memories. You're getting 24 of the 140 GSM card, and that is with the coordination. And then you're getting 12 of the thicker 160 GSM as well. So you're getting oodles in here, and it all matches in absolutely perfectly. Should be a price of nearly £38, but today it's just £18.98. But that's only because it's a Sarah Cartload today. So do absolutely seize the moment on those, because you're going to be able to create really professional looking cards time and time again with the amount that you're getting in here. So do seize the moment, because that, my love, is half price. So a real bargainacious deal. We have got time to squeeze in another demo with the wonderful Craig. So what are we up to now, Craig?
We are going to have a look at the Hunky Dory kit. We're going to make a super duper quick card. However, I say super duper, it is going to be 8x8. So I'm just giving my glass mat a clean. Anyone want to know how you would clean your glass mat or craft mat with the Gilding wax? That is our stick away spray that I would use.
Great.
So here we go. Let's go in with our 8x8 card blank. Now what I've done already is within this set you've got your double-sided background papers. So I'm going to go straight over the top. We're using it as a matting layer. So instead of using any gold cardstock or anything like that, I'm going to be using this double-sided background. So that one can go right over the top here. And then what I'm going to do before I go any further as well, I've got my insert in the middle, and because you've got a selection of inserts as well, what I'm going to do is I just need to double check my inside bit. So, because I created my own card blank, it's 7 inches, so I need to come down to 6 3/4. And what I do to make the card seem that real bit luxurious, you know when you come, what way do I need to do it? What way are you doing it, Craig? That way. You know when you come into your card stores, the luxury ones, you've got the inserts that just kind of freely float within the middle of the card.
Yes.
So I like to put my acetate along the top, and then I pop it into the top seam of the card blank. Now these ones are matte, so you can stamp and you can print onto them as well. So that's my acetate. That is my vellum done. Vellum?
No,
oh my gosh,
insert.
we'll get it right.
Yeah, your insert.
Insert. It's one or the other. Definitely insert. So what I've got here as well, I've taken one of the printed background cards, and I've already cut this one down to 7 by 7. Let me just double check which it is. And then using my little distress tool, what I've done is on 3 edges, I've gone all the way round. Let's do this last one. And what we're doing is we're giving the edges a good scrape, a good distress, and we're ruffling up the fibres. And then what we can do here is let's bring in a little bit of Empire Gold this time. And this bit I am going to do super quick. Along the fibres, a little bit, Becky, not a lot. It's just going to be a subtle amount. But what it's doing is it's picking it up on the fibres of the cardstock.
And it's amazing how much it does actually lift it.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah, once you start to combine the layers together, like right now I could look at this and go, you know, there's not loads on it, but as soon as you start to pop it on, you start to get that dark outline all the way around. So as I say, this is 7 by 7, this layer. That layer was 6 3/4 by 6 3/4. So I'm going to set that one on here. Then I've done the same with one of the other printed background cards that has foiling on it. I've cut this to 4.5 by 5 3/4, and I've also gone all the way around with my distress tool. So we can go in with our Empire Gold. Again, this could be Renaissance if you want to. Nothing stopping you, although there's gold, nothing stopping you from putting a little bit of silver if you want to. It's your card. You can do what you like. That one can go into here. Then what we're going to do, last few components to finish it off. I've taken one of the die cut toppers in the sheet, and you've got 2 frames and you've got the image. So I don't want this inner frame here. I can use that elsewhere. And with this cardstock that I'm using from Hunky Dory within the collection, it's what's called Matte-tastic. So that means that you can then come along and ink and stamp onto it if you want. So you can add extra detail to it. Still adorable, scoreable, but it's able to allow you to do inking. So we're taking these pads off.
It's amazing how quick you are at taking the backing of them off.
Practice. Practice, practice. Use them for that many years. That's loads of practice from taking them off. So there's one frame. Then this foam pad that I'm using here is slightly shallower. So what's going to happen is this topper, it's like it's going to sink in slightly.
Yeah.
Ever so slightly. Then you've also got a strip border. So I've chopped mine down, and what I've done is done a couple of little tabs, little V's at the end here. So here is a larger one. Here is a medium one.
Did you just snip those in with your scissors?
Yep,
Little V?
just scissors. With my tiny little scissors, I went in. So I go down the middle to as far as I want, then I come at an angle
So that's how
and
it
finish it off.
looks
So
profesh.
that's how I find it easier doing it that way. So what we can do is take that last backing off. So we can put that one into here. This was a circle topper, but even then, I've gone round with my distress tool. If you don't have a distress tool, you could use your scissors, the edges of your scissors. Of course, anything like that, do be careful.
Yeah.
Because that's how you would used to do it before this tool came out. That can overlap here. Last but not least, sentiment topper. But Becky, what I'm going to do, pop it into the middle.
Oh, nice.
So even though you're covering some of the image, you still see a lot of the butterflies, and then there we go.
Oh, wow. Oh,
Finished.
that's stunning.
8 by 8 card, how that distressing works out really well. Part of what's coming up in Cartload, Sarah and Becky, $18.98 here in the UK, $27.98 for you guys stateside. Half price for everyone as well. That of course means 7 PM here in the UK, 2 PM Eastern time, or 11 AM Pacific time.
Thank you for showing us that. Doesn't that look so posh, that card? It's brilliant. We have got loads more coming up for you today. Let me just remind you that until Friday, we have got Totally Tiffany double points, and I want to give you an offer on that right here, right now. I'm going to be bringing to you the wonderful and ever so popular Karen Buddy bag. Great for storage, great for carrying things. You're also going to be getting all of these glues within it. All of this comes with it, and you're saving 30%, and you're getting the double points, and you're getting the elements that you maybe run out of quite often. Don't forget the Karen bag that we absolutely love and adore. You will use it time and time again. You're looking at just over 8 inches by 4.5 in the depth of it. So it's a nice size, and it is extendable, and it holds absolutely loads. So seize the moment on that, keep it nice, neat and tidy, and get that saving as well. Craig, you look nice and comfy over there.
I am. Nice and comfy. Just having a last few look at your comments coming through as well. But yeah, that has been an uber quick wake-up call with yourself, Becky. I have had an absolute blast. Thank you so much for joining me. All I've got to say is thank you as well for tuning in and joining us today on Wake Up Call. I am going to be back again at the same time tomorrow, where we're going to do it all over again. We're going to have lots of fun, and who knows what's going to happen because it is Friday. We have got Ben's back in the building tomorrow, I believe, so that will be fun as well with him. Have a lovely rest of the day on Crafters TV. Of course, we do have that craft along coming along with Debbie. She is in the building. If you do need to check out all your little shopping list, go across onto social media. And then, of course, have a blast when it comes to Cartload with Sarah and also Becky. Becky, have a blast when it comes to Cartload later on.
Thank you.
I know you're really looking forward to that one. I am going to hang about for a little while. Myself and Becky, we are getting new headshots taken for like our Facebook and everything like that. So I need to go and get changed into my purple so that we can get that one done. Then I'm heading home and we'll do a little prep for over the weekend. So as I say, thank you so much for tuning in, joining in and interacting with your comments. I will see you at the exact same time tomorrow, where we're going to do it all over again. Bye.